everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Cooper Hunting Podcast. Today we are doing a video podcast because I'm having trouble hooking up my earbuds to my computer with the audio, and I forgot my microphone at home. Mistake on my part. Not your fault. But we are today going to be talking about the Blue Jays offseason recap because they have made some big moves over the past couple of days. The Blue Jays are looking really good, looking like a really good team. Their lineup looks amazing. Their rotation looks amazing. But their bullpen, we all know about that. We'll get into that. But let's start off from the beginning of the offseason. The Blue Jays re-signed Jose Berrios to 7 years, $131 million, which is a lot of money. A lot of money to Jose Berrios, but he absolutely deserves it. He's a great pitcher. Then, so if I didn't mention, that was on November 16th, 2021. And now, November 27th, 2021, Yimi Garcia, right-handed reliever, signed to a 2-year deal worth $11 million with the Toronto Blue Jays. I think I talked about him. He's an okay reliever for Houston. I've talked to a couple people from Houston. Seems like a average reliever, inning eater out of the bullpen maybe. But next, on day after that, we have November 28th. We have, which is also one of my cousin's birthdays. Shout out to my cousin. But Kevin Gausman, the starting pitcher, signed to 5 years, $110 million. That is a lot of money to Kevin Gausman, but he absolutely deserves it. He's a great pitcher, former Baltimore Oriole, came from the San Francisco Giants. He is a great pitcher, great hair. It's going to be hard getting used to him wearing blue. I'm so used to seeing him wearing orange his entire career. But Kevin Gausman is going to be amazing added to that bullpen. Let's go over it. So we have Gausman, Berrios, Ryu, Manoah, and number 5 is, who we're going to talk about in a little bit, Yusei Kikuchi. But first, let's talk about Mallex Smith. I know it's a minor league contract for Mallex Smith, signed on November 29th, 2021. A minor league contract, but still, he's a very fast outfielder, left fielder, signed for a minor league contract, probably be in AAA. He might go to the major leagues right away, but Mallex Smith is a great backup outfielder if they need him. And I've seen him his entire career in Tampa. He's a great player. He's an absolutely amazing player, and I think he could fit well in the Blue Jays if we need him. And now there was a player strike, as we know, so there wasn't a lot of signings between December and March the 11th, I think it was. So then on March the 11th, we have Andrew Vasquez, LA Dodgers right-handed reliever, signed to a major league contract with Toronto Blue Jays. He is I've heard they throw pretty hard. He has good exit velocity. He has a not so good ERA, but I think he could be really good. I think it was the ERA that wasn't that good. But as we know, Pete Walker is great at developing players, great at bringing your arms back to life. I think with Yimi Garcia too. So I think that is this Andrew Vasquez guy could do really well. I think he's a great. He could be a great reliever someday. But now let's get into Yusei Kikuchi. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. I don't speak Japanese fluently, but the Blue Jays signed him. He's a left-handed starting pitcher. Oh my God. 3 years, $36 million, which means about $12 million per year. That is a pretty good contract. Good for him. I would worry about the Blue Jays, but I trust Pete Walker, as I've said before. Look what he did with Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray won a Cy Young Award. Did he not? I was positive the last season. But Pete Walker is the reason for that. Pete Walker is a great, great coach, and I think he could help Yusei Kikuchi be a great pitcher one day, because he could be Masahiro Tanaka for us. Because I know Japanese players are very good. Japanese players are developed very well down in Japan. They are experts at being precise with everything. Great with their split fingers, great with their fastball, all their off-speed pitches. But now, today, we have the Blue Jays. We got our third baseman. Everyone's been talking about it, including me. We've been talking about we need a third baseman. We've been using San Diego Espinal, who's a great defender. I'm not going to shit on him. He's just not best offensive player. We've also been using Kevin Biggio, not that good. So we've been rotating around first base a lot. Also, Kevin Smith, who is in this trade, 4, Matt Chapman. The Blue Jays have got Matt Chapman. So they traded away for Zach Chapman. Kevin Smith, as I mentioned. They also traded away Gunnar Hoglund, who was their first-round pick from this past season. It's unfortunate because he was coming off of a UCL tear, so it could be okay to do. It's just sad that we are losing our first-round pick from the past 2 seasons. We've traded them all away. We traded away... what the hell is that shortstop's name? I forgot his name, but we traded them to Minnesota. But congratulations to you, Tanner, on getting that shortstop and the starting pitcher from us. But let's get back to the Oakland trade. So Matt Chapman to the Blue Jays for Zach Logue. I hope I'm not saying it properly, but the Zach Logue thing, I don't expect that to be very big because they only got him this offseason in a minor league signing, so not that big. Also, Kirby Snead, who is a longtime relief pitcher. I've always liked him. I've seen him a lot in AAA. I went to a couple of games, and I've seen him as the closer there. I think Buffalo's going to miss him a lot. He is a Buffalo guy. So I hope the best for all 4 guys trading away. I hope Blue Jays will be able to replenish. I know Ross can. He's a former scouting director, minor league director, farm director or something. But Matt Chapman is a great, great player to get in return. Matt Chapman is the player to get as your third baseman. He is a superstar third baseman. He's an amazing defender. This guy is a 2-time Platinum Glove Award winner. Matt Chapman will lead our defense. I swear I am getting some major deja vu of Josh Donaldson in 2015. Josh Donaldson, I'm getting some major deja vu of that. I was watching a highlight video of him. It looked like Josh Donaldson. I saw him diving into where the tarp was for the field in Oakland, and I swear I remember seeing Josh Donaldson doing the exact same thing. I was saying to myself, this is Josh Donaldson 2.0. Oakland is great at developing third basemen. There's something in the water at Oakland that develops good third basemen. Maybe it has to do with having such large amount of foul area, so it makes them good at running foul balls or something. Maybe it's just their coaching. Bob Melvin is a pretty good coach. But overall, this is an amazing trade. Matt Chapman will go really well in our lineup. Great bat. This will replace the bat of Marcus Semien. And I've heard that Kyle Schwarber's not on the board. He went to Philly. But I think there still is people we can get in, like outfielders. Because I know we do still need backup outfielders because I don't want Randall Grichuk on the team. I know people like him in the locker room because he is kind of a veteran. Not really. But overall, this is a great trade for our lineup. The Matt Chapman trade. Matt Chapman will be an amazing Blue Jay. It only makes about just over $8 million for the season. That's a massive underpayment, but I think he's in one of his last years of arbitration. I'm not sure. I should have actually done this research. Let me look at that right now. So he is in his second year of arbitration, meaning the Blue Jay. This is making $9 million as an estimate, but I heard it was only 8. 8 or 9 million, doesn't matter. But the Blue Jays will for sure have him for the next 2 seasons. Maybe they might re-sign him after that, but you never know. Now let's get into the comments section. We have some comments from some viewers and friends. So this is from my friend Brandon Scouter. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but Brandon says my overall thoughts of how the season will go. Our offense will be among the elite. Getting a full season of George Springer, Matt Chapman is excellent. Is an excellent addition to our defense. The starting rotation should be among the elite this season. The bullpen is still a question. But if Ross Stripling and Nate Pearson can be positive additions, it should be a massive improvement, massive addition to the bullpen, because that's where they'll probably fit in. And now he also said that they will. That the biggest concern is winning the AL East, because the AL East is absolutely stacked. But he thinks that that since we are very complete, we are ready to win a World Series, and it's in our sight. We are very much ready, and we should be able to win. It should be very easy. We shouldn't have any one game away like we did past season. Because I swear, last season, if we got in, we would have probably made it to the LCS at least. us in the playoffs is unstoppable. We were great at the end of the season. We just had a really bad middle because we played on the road a lot. It was a tragedy. And I'll just read some of the other comments from my friend Alex from Texas. Alex said, with this, y'all should make it to the LCS. I agree with you, Alex. My friend Alex, a Texan. I absolutely think you're right, and I think we should go to the LCS and probably even win it. We should win a pennant, unlike what we did against KC or Cleveland in 2015 or 16. Now, my friend Josh Bershetsky said Chapman will improve as a hitter and in a more hitter-friendly park. Yes, he absolutely will improve as a hitter in a more hitter-friendly park. Oakland, as we know, is probably one of the worst ballparks to play in as a hitter. It's great as a pitcher. As a pitcher, it's a miracle. It's a miracle playing there. It's the opposite of Coors. But Matt Chapman will have a very fun time in the AL East and all the easy ballparks. Now to read what my friend William Ord, my friend from sports management at Brock University. Not in anymore, but that's story for another day. Blue Jays need another cheap bullpen arm or a versatile bench option. That takes me right into my next segment, but I'll first just talk about that. Or a versatile bench option. Yes, we absolutely do need that, but let's talk about the bullpen. So I was looking at some free agent relievers, and I have here a little list of relievers. So on my list of relievers, I have here Andrew Miller, Michael Givens, and Daniel Norris. So Andrew Miller time, remember him from 2016? He did regress this past season. He had a below zero WAR, which is un-Andrew Miller-like. But as we know, I might be tooting Pete Walker's horn a little much, but Pete Walker is very good at developing pitchers and bringing them back to their form, even though Andrew Miller is 36 years old, going on 37. I think he could be good. Michael Givens, as I said, I think he was with Colorado. Denver, Colorado. But he was with Baltimore for a lot of his career, so he does have experience in the AL East. I've always seen him as a great pitcher, great closer in his time. So I think he'd be a great fit. He's probably the best fit. And then I have a dark horse here in Daniel Norris, who is a former Blue Jay. He was a former Blue Jay farmhand. Had a couple spot starts with the Blue Jays. I've always liked him. Daniel Norris is a great guy. I've always felt bad for him because he had cancer right after he left the Blue Jays. Felt really bad for that guy. But I think either of those guys could be good. I think Givens is the best option. Daniel Norris could be good because I've seen that he did transition into the bullpen. And Andrew Miller could be a good pitcher for the Blue Jays, but I don't know how his arm's doing with how old he is. But tell me what you guys think about the Blue Jays in the comments section. I'm curious what you guys think, and have a good day. Bye.